my name is Ellie, and I think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. How to begin to free ourselves from the prison of judgment. Judgment for self and judgment to others, both which are deeply painful. First, you must understand just how deep this wound of judgment is. It has been unsafe to be judged. For many of us, we have had many lives where to be judged could equal death. And this is a deep-seated fear that we have. In fact, whenever we are judging someone else or judging ourselves, the root of this judgment is fear. Fear of unsafety, fear of being unvalued, unloved, unwanted, unworthy. Whether we are judging someone else or ourselves, this is the case. And if you are a part of any one of the world religions where you were taught that you were born a sinner by a judgmental God, that you had to constantly prove yourself worthy, then you will also begin to understand how deep these wounds of judgment are. The way that we can begin to free ourselves from this prison of judgment is to first accept that as humans, we judge. This is our inherent nature. We are conditioned this way, and this is likely going to be something that we experience in our lifetime. Judgment of self and judgment of others. So if we can begin to accept this and bring compassion to that part of us, especially as we are observing a judgment arise. So if we are judging ourselves, we can bring love and compassion to that self that is afraid. We can even go deep and ask ourselves, what are you afraid of? If you're judging your body, are you afraid that you are needing to look a certain way to be loved? Have compassion for this struggle that you have. Have compassion for your own fears. And when you are judging someone else, you're going to do the same thing. Why am I judging this person? What am I afraid of? Is there something in this person that I am not seeing in myself? Is this a shadow side of myself? This is often the case when we're judging other people. There's a part of them that we actually are, and we are judging them because we do not want to see that part in ourselves. That makes us feel very unsafe. And so it is much easier to judge someone else than to look at ourselves and acknowledge that we also have the ability to do this thing that we are judging. And actually, if we're really honest with ourselves, we all contain everything. We are all capable of everything. We all have all sides of us. We all have an angry side. We all have a malicious side. We all have a loving side. We really embody all of the things. And many of these things are shadow sides of ourselves that we deemed unsafe or unworthy to be, that would make us unlovable to be. So we buried these aspects of ourselves, and we have enhanced other aspects of ourselves, which we deem to bring us love or worthiness or safety. So bringing love and compassion when this judgment arises is a really good way to start to free yourself from this prison. Because if we fight the part of ourselves that is judging ourselves or others, and we aim to be this person who is completely enlightened, that does not ever judge another human being, including ourselves, we are fighting against what is. We are actually warring with ourselves. And whatever we resist persists. So we can never fight something and win. We can only come at it with love. So if we can begin to love that part of ourselves that is judging ourselves and really understand the depth of that, we're judging ourselves because there is a fear somewhere there. We want to be loved by ourselves, number one, as well. And the more that we can begin to love ourselves anyways, even though that we judge ourselves and we judge others, we can begin to decrease the amount of judgment that occurs. Instead of fighting against this judgment and really increasing it, we can just accept that sometimes we judge ourselves, sometimes we judge others, and bring love and compassion to that. The next thing that we can do is challenge those thoughts. So we're observing the fact that we're judging ourselves or others, and then we can challenge those thoughts. First, we're bringing love and compassion for that part of ourselves that is human, that is human and is just following our own instinct and conditionings. And then we can challenge that thought. Okay, I hear that I am judging myself, judging my body. I keep going back to the body because that's something that I struggle with. I'm very judgmental to myself about my body, and this is very common. Many of us have this problem, or just have this thing that we do where we judge ourselves. I shouldn't say it's a problem necessarily, but because there's growth in that. Sometimes when we're judging ourselves, we can, if we flow love and compassion for our judgment, we can also use that as a catalyst for growth. I love myself. I realize I'm afraid right now and I want to be loved. First, love myself, love yourself, and then we can also use this as a catalyst to make changes for the positive. We are worthy of being happy in our own skin. So the next thing that we can do is have compassion for others, and really recognizing that we are all human and everyone is on their own journey, their own path. We often will judge people for things that we have done. So we can also bring awareness to the fact that we are not perfect, and when we do judge someone maybe for something that we have done ourselves or that we know deep down that we are capable of, we can start to pivot a little bit and bring compassion to that person for whatever spot in their journey that they are on. Judgment is inherently a part of being human, and we can choose to deepen our love for ourselves even during this time of judgment. You are worthy, you are lovable, and you are powerful in the way that you shift your perspective, in the way that you bring awareness and healing to yourself through love and compassion for your own self, for your struggles. And once you do this, once you find your own love and compassion for self, you can then extend this to others. This love and compassion and awareness for your judgment, for why you are judging yourself and others, is a path to healing and a path to freedom from the prison of judgment. I wish you so much luck on your journey. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will love to connect with you soon. Thank you.